It's Vinny V, baby, coming to you live from the only city that matters, and that is fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, baby. Look, this was supposed to be a one-time deal, an exclusive run, but guess who's back? Vinny fucking V, baby. The people have demanded to hear my beautiful voice, so here we are. You know, those morons over at the War On Morons show, Jay and Anisa, they ponied up the cash, so I'm gonna sit my ass right here once a week, and I'm gonna talk some sports. So I suggest that you listen up. You know, you might get some valuable advice. Usually, you'd have to reach into your pocket for $5.99 a minute. I know it's not much, but you'd have to fucking cough it up, and you'd have to go 1-900-V4-VEGAS. But here we are, some free content for you, baby. And I'm gonna lay it all out there. You know, we got predictions. We're gonna tell you who's gonna win the fucking World Series. We're gonna get into it. We're really gonna fucking lay it out there. So,
hey, don't forget about me, Vinny.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know, I almost forgot. But I never forget, so don't even worry about that. But lock up your women, because my main man, the Baron of the backboard himself, the original running rebel, Rae Rae Robinson, is in the booth. Rae Rae, tell him what time it is.
Yeah, what's prime time, Vinny? That's why we here.
That's right. It's prime time. I'm feeling just fine, so let's get right into it. Let's see. First story here. From the 4th of July. You know, it's July 5th right now. You probably hear the fireworks going off in the background. But, you know, we don't have any real sports. Not quite yet. But over in New York City, they held the annual tradition, the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. Look, you know, you might want to grab a bag, a pail, a fucking bucket for this one, baby. Because, you know, when we watch this footage, you're going to want to empty your guts. This guy, Joey Chestnut, this fucking slob, he broke his own world record by eating, get this, 75 goddamn hot dogs in 10 minutes. I mean, pull it up, Ray Ray. Look at this guy. I mean, he's sweating. He's got the shakes.
Hey, you think they let them people use the toilets in there? You know, competitive eaters?
Christ. What, Ray Ray, you gotta go to the fucking toilets already? I mean, now that you mention it, I mean, I can't even imagine what this fucking guy's bowel movements look like.
I guarantee. Man, they gonna plug that motherfucker up, man. Eat 75 hot dogs.
Hey, man, best part of this story is look at this. I'll pull up this part. You see, as soon as this fucking slob gets done choking down 75 hot dogs, on goes his goddamn face mask. like I'm pretty sure that Joey Chestnut's not all that concerned with his health. You know, if he's eating enough processed pig colons to feed Rae Rae Robinson over there and all 13 of his illegitimate bastard
Hey, fuck you, Vinny.
What did I do?
Talk about illegitimate children, man. You an asshole.
Hey, man, I just figured because you know you're a basketball player. but anyway, moving on. One last note on this hot dog eating thing. You know, I just can't let this go yet because I don't know if you saw, but Joey wasn't the only one breaking records over there. No, they had a tournament for the ladies too. Some chick named Miki Sudo. She looks like she's Japanese or Chinese, you know, one of them East countries. Anyway, she ate 48 and a half hot dogs. 48 and a half hot dogs to break the women's record and win her 7th title in a row. I mean, look at this part. Pull it up. Ray Ray, check that out.
Ooh, you know, I mean, I don't know, man. I think she kind of fine. I thought she'd be big and fat.
Right, you know, I mean, most girls, they eat a French fry. You know, they blow up like a fucking beluga whale. This chick eats 4 dozen hot dogs. You know, she can't be, what, 120 pounds? You know what?
What's that, Vinny?
Hey, she don't got no problem putting meat in her mouth. Hey, she'll take care of you. She'll take care of me. 4 dozen of our closest friends, baby.
Hey, come on now, man. You trying to get a suit? Can't be saying shit like that.
All right. No more hot dogs. Let's talk real sports. Let's talk about pro wrestling. So the WWE, they've been doing shows through this whole Corona thing, and God bless them for it. But they don't have any actual fans in the crowd. I don't know if you watch that trash, but they got their own talent in the stands. But it's not like the real. It's not like John Cena's in the crowd with a bag of popcorn. It's like they're rookies or whatever. Because Vince McMahon apparently doesn't give a shit if they get the virus. I mean, that guy, he finished a pay-per-view after one of his guys died in the ring.
Hey, man, we're just talking about lawyers. Now you talking shit about Vince McMahon.
Hey, it's right there in the article. Apparently, anyway, though, half the fucking companies tested positive for this virus. So they got a new rule where everybody in the crowd has to wear a mask or they get hit with a $500 fine. It's $1,000 if they get caught again. I mean, if they're so worried about it, why not just keep your fucking talent out of the stands? Everybody.
Anyway, so they gotta wear like a wrestling mask.
What?
Like what's his name? Fucking Kane.
Ray, sometimes I wonder about you, buddy. I mean, but anyway, enough of the wrestling. I mean, speaking of face masks, I've got a couple baseball stories over here about some guys that are actually sitting out the season this year because, frankly, and I'm sorry, but there's no other word for it. They're scared. First, you got three-time AL MVP Mike Trout. I mean, this guy, he was actually wearing one of these fucking masks on the field the other day, at the spring training or the summer camp, whatever you call it. Well, he's now told the LA Times he's probably going to skip the whole season because, and I quote, he's going to skip the season to be with his pregnant wife. Look, Mike Trout, I don't even know how you got your wife pregnant because apparently you don't got much in the way of testicles if you're scared of that goddamn virus. I mean, Ray, are you scared of getting sick?
Oh, Vinny, I'm a man.
That's right, a black man too. And as we've covered exhaustively over these airwaves, the blacks cannot catch the coronavirus. I mean, I've been saying it for months. We're talking about having the ABBL, the All Black Basketball League. Black people can't catch the coronavirus. But that's not stopping David Price, a former Cy Young winner. He was traded to the Dodgers in the offseason. He's supposed to help put LA over the hump. He's supposed to get him a ring, but David Price is scared he's going to catch this virus. It's got a 99.9% survival rate. It only kills people that are fucking 80, 90 years old.
Hey, it kills fat people too.
That's right. It also kills the fats, apparently. So it's a good thing it's not David Wells because he'd be at risk. Anyway, speaking of pitchers past their prime, we got Felix Hernandez. He's given up on his comeback attempt. He was going to try to make the Atlanta Braves roster. I guess Seattle didn't re-sign him. But just like these other assholes, he's scared. Everybody's scared of the coronavirus. I mean, you're supposed to be a professional athlete. You're getting paid millions of dollars, and you're scared you're going to get a cold. Get out of my sight. But that's enough about this goddamn virus. I mean, I'm not here to talk about that. Frankly, I'm sick of hearing about it. But we've actually got a guy here. I don't know what was his name, Masahiro Tanaka on the Yankees, starting pitcher. So he found a legitimate way to get put on the shelf. Did you see what happened to Tanaka?
No, man, I didn't see what happened.
He got hit in the goddamn melon by a line drive. From his own teammate, too. Juan Carlos Stanton, it was fucking gruesome, Ray. I don't even know if I should play it. Should I pull it up?
I mean, I want to see it.
No, I'm going to pull it up. I mean, if we can watch those freaks slam all those fucking hot dogs, we can watch this guy get smashed in the face. Here, look at this shit. He just gets hammered. I mean, that's about the worst guy on the team to get hit by, too. I mean how many home runs?
No, man. Aaron Judge.
Oh, yeah, the Judge. That might even be worse. I mean, you get hit with a line drive from Aaron Judge, it might put you in a fucking coma. I don't know. Either way, Tanaka's lucky. I think he just got a concussion, He might be back in a couple of weeks, but that was a clean shot, baby. You know, it makes me wonder if we should have made fun of Alex Torres all those years.
Oh, you mean that motherfucker looking like Toad from Super Mario?
Yeah. He used to be on the Mets. You know, he wore that ridiculous padded cap. You know, I thought he was a Muslim or something, like a snake charmer.
Now, that's not Muslims. You're thinking of Indians.
No, not an Indian. You know, he'd have the feathers on his head, you know, a headdress, the big chief. No, he had like the big thing on his head, like the 7-Eleven, like a Muslim.
Oh, man, there's two kind of Indians, Vinny.
Two kinds of Indians. What did I tell you about smoking grass before the show, Ray Ray?
You a dumb motherfucker.
Anyway, I'm glad that you brought up the Indians. They're actually in the news this week, showing you once again that I, Vinny V, am the premier prognosticator in all of Las Vegas because we covered that last week. We remember we were talking about the mascots, the leprechauns and the Chicago.
I remember.
All right, so anyway, a bunch of people are making a big stink over Indian mascot names in sports. I mean, they're going after the Cleveland Indians, of course, but the big push is over the Washington Football Redskins.
Why you say it like that?
Like what?
Washington Football Redskins.
I don't know, Ray Ray. I just, I was trying to give it some flair. But anyway, all these PC police, they're out there trying to force Dan Snyder to change the name of the team. They got their sponsors pressuring them. They got Pepsi, Nike, FedEx, of course. They own the naming rights for the stadium. Everybody wants to force Washington to drop the name Redskins.
Yeah, Vinny, it's a racial slur, man.
I mean, it's not like they're calling them, the Washington nigga.
Look, if you say that word, I'm gonna wring your fucking neck, Vinny.
Well, you know what I mean. The N-words. They're not calling them the Washington N-words. I mean, who's worried about the Indians? I don't know any fucking Indians.
Man, who you think owns all the casinos, man?
Hey, they don't own the casinos in Vegas, baby. Anyway, I've got a solution for you. Maybe Cleveland and Washington can trade names. That way, you can have the Washington Indians and the Cleveland Redskins. And then that way, they both get to change their names, but nobody's going to, design any new logos.
Man, we're showing, man, you're going to get us kicked off the fucking internet, Vinny.
Yeah, it's all good, baby. It's all good because the NFL has officially solved racism. I mean, they're putting it to bed once and for all. Roger Goodell, he made a statement. He condemned police brutality. He said that it's bad. He said racism's bad. He's thrown his support behind this Black Lives Matter. I think he even said he'd let fucking Kaepernick back in the league, if he ever learns how to throw a football again. But the big news, and Ray Ray, this is big for you. It's from ESPN here. It says the NFL is going to be playing the Black National Anthem before every game when the season kicks off. Now, before we get into it, I've got some questions here, and maybe you can enlighten me here, Ray Ray, because, I didn't know that you people had your own anthem.
First of all, you people? Really?
Well, I mean, I was talking about...
Anyway, yeah, it's called Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Okay, well, where the hell do you play it? I mean, I've never heard any black anthem. I mean, do you play it?
Come on, man. You better watch it. Anyway, I don't know. You play it at functions,
So do the Mexicans have an anthem?
Benny, Mexico's a country, man. You sound like a fucking dumbass.
Hey, don't jump down my throat. I mean, I'm trying to learn all about your people, Ray Ray. In fact, I've actually got a little treat for you and all of our listeners of color out there today. I've actually queued it up here. I'm going to play it for you. Are you ready?
I thought you said you never...
Hey, don't worry about that, Ray Ray. Look, I've got it queued up right here. It's the Black National Anthem, lifting the voice or whatever. So anyway, you can all get down to this. Here, I'm going to play it now.
Girl, you look good once you back that ass up.
Hey, where you going, Ray Ray? I'm playing you. Come on. It was a joke, my brother. All right, so Ray Ray's left the booth and showing one of his temper tantrums. I don't know. I mean, if you don't think that's the Black Anthem, I mean, put that on in the club sometime, you know? Hey, if I drive down MLK, you know, over on the west side, if I roll down my windows, if I crank up the stereo with that song playing, I'd probably start another goddamn riot. And people would be standing on top of their cars. They'd be shaking their asses, baby. All right. With that said, I mean, I guess I got to take a quick break here. I gotta chase down Ray Ray Robinson. So sit tight. I'll be back in 3 minutes with more sports news and commentary, and with Vinny V's official 2020 Major League Baseball prediction.
Feeling down in the dumps about the state of the world today? Are you sick and tired of the same old boring news shows? Are you ready for something new? Then it's time to go to war. The War On Morons, that is. This hilarious comedy show puts the world of stupidity on blast every Monday night with a half-hour podcast covering all the latest from stupid criminals, Florida man shenanigans, Hollywood hypocrites, politically correct crackpots, and more. And there's an extra dose of insanity every episode, as the phone lines are always open to the ever-growing parade of lunatics that call into the show. I mean, get a load of these nut jobs.
I'm rolling in it. All you gotta do is tell these fruitcakes that you're serving them vegetarian stuff, and they all buy it.
I went over there. I mean, I had to stay at least 6 feet away, which was hard to do because there was like 25 of them or something. And I told them, listen, y'all better stop what you're doing because I've got a gun.
How can you be afraid to drink wine?
You know what?
He's an alcoholic. He's supposed to love it.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the Big Apple Berserker, and I'm keeping New York clean.
Oh my God, man, that's the Walt Disney Corporation. You know, they're speaking through one of their clones, and they're telling you that they're, interdimensional, Satan-worshipping vampires.
I mean, a lot of them give to charities and, help people out. They don't...
To charity, my ass. I got 2 words for you. You ready? O.J. Simpson. I rest my case. Introducing from Fellsmere Enterprises, it's Mommy and Me Rhinoplasty.
You're gonna buy an ice cream, you're gonna buy the peanuts and the Cracker Jacks, but you don't got $5 for Chuck Chicory? I'll beat the trash out of a kid with a baseball bat, with the Louisville Slugger.
You need to look at that lawyer. I gotta call that lawyer.
You don't need to call any lawyer. You need to shut up.
Only adults are supposed to call this call-in line.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm a teddy bear. If it's yellow, it's yellow. If it's brown, we push it down.
You're never gonna see him around Ding Dong Land again!
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So tune in every Monday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, right here on YouTube, or catch the show up to 3 days early by following the RSS feed at thewaronmorons.podbean.com.
Okay, so we're back from the break. Vinny V here in my penthouse studio, overlooking the beautiful Las Vegas Strip. The day after Independence Day, really the night after Independence Day, July 5th, 2020. And actually, if you're out on the East Coast, we've already crossed over into Monday, the 6th, baby. So that just goes to show you, I could do this all fucking night. But I can't do it without my main man running the boards just like he did back in the day at UNLV, back in the booth and, all cooled off. It's Ray Ray Robinson, baby. Tell him something, Ray Ray. Talk to the people there.
What's up, people? Just don't encourage this motherfucker.
Hey, yo, again with the motherfucker? I mean, come on now, Ray Ray. I said I was sorry for the, the thing with the blacks. But, just between you and me, You know that was good radio, baby. Well worth the copyright strike. And, sorry to the War On Morons crew, but I guess you took one for the team. Anyway, I don't know how much time we got left, and we still got plenty of cover, so let's just get right back to it here. We've got a few basketball stories. We got some more of this, the social justice bullshit, and of course what you've all been waiting for, because I know it's just about time to place your bets. It's the Vegas Victories with Vinny V official MLB predictions. And just because I'm feeling, in such a giving mood, I'm going to give you the stone cold lock of the summer, baby. And you can cash that like a check from fucking Mar-a-Lago.
Hey, Vinny, come on, man. You can't keep forgetting to tell them about the phone line.
Oh, yeah. Not that I need it. After all, I'm the king of Las Vegas, for Christ's sakes. I don't need a call-in line gimmick, to get through the show, like some people. But, if you're so inclined, maybe I could, squeeze in a question or two.
Come on, Vinny. You got to give them the interaction.
Well, that's what I said. I said, maybe I'll take a call. Yeah, if you want to dial up 813-906-9099. We're talking Redskins and Indians. We're talking pussified prima donna players. We're talking little Asian women shoving wieners down their throat. It's just a typical night on the strip, baby. So, hell, why not call in and tell me what you think the Black National Anthem should be? If not, back that ass up.
Vinny, come on, just get to the fucking stories, man. You're gonna piss me off again.
Hey, don't worry about me pissing you off, Ray Ray. Save some of that vitriol for some of our friends over in the, the National Basketball Association.
Oh, man.
I know how you feel about the NBA. They held you down. They passed you over. I mean, before you get mad at me, the real racist was David Stern, baby.
That's right. I mean, you think I couldn't beat Kevin McHale? Think I couldn't beat up Bill Laimbeer? Man, fuck Bill Laimbeer.
Of course you could, Ray Ray. Look, but hey, the NBA's stupid. And speaking of stupid, we have got to talk about this boneheaded restart they're doing. They're undergoing down there in Florida. So the NBA, they were the first league to put everything on hold. Back when all this Corona bullshit got going back in March. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it again, but I mean, you remember, Rudy Gobert from the Jazz. He got everybody sick at that press conference.
Like, he had the Rona. He was touching all them microphones.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to him.
What do you think happened to him? He got coronavirus. He probably dead.
Probably, yeah. But anyway, the NBA's they're a bunch of pussies. So they shut it down. They shut it down like my man John Taffer. and for the last 4 months, everybody in the league has been sitting on their asses playing video games.
Yeah, now they're going to start it up.
That's right. Now they're going to go back to the court. All these big fucking diaper-wearing babies. They're scared of getting a cold. They're playing Xbox all day long. These losers... They've been using the virus as an excuse not to play. Guess what they're using it for now? They're using the coronavirus as an excuse to go to Disney World. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I thought you had to, win the title before you go to Disney World. You don't just restart the season. But here we are. They're sending 22 teams down there to Walt Disney Wide World of Sports, and fucking Orlando or whatever. Everything tips off. I want to say it's July 30th. They're going to do like a real quick end to the regular season, like 8-game end to the regular season for positioning, and then it's going to be the playoffs, and it's all going to be inside. I can't even believe it. Apparently they have them living in something called an athlete bubble, and it's all because these fucking corona tests, they're so unreliable. Half the guys on the teams that are living in the stupid bubble, they're showing up positive for the virus.
Man, well, hold on. So they all living in a bubble, and they all got the coronavirus?
I mean, I don't know if they all got it, but you know, a lot of them.
That sounds like a what's it called? Fucking leper colony.
A leper colony.
Yeah, like Ben-Hur.
I don't know. You know, Ray, I don't know where you get this shit, but I mean, that is an image. You know, the NBA leper colony, you know, half these guys, you know, because they're in the leper colonies in Disney World. So, you know, you got half these guys walking around with their Mickey Mouse ears on, you know, a churro in one hand, maybe a nice ice cream bar in the other hand. They're getting ready to ride It's a Small World again because there's no lines, you know, and the rest of them, they're locked up in their room, you know, with their limbs rotting away from fucking leprosy.
That's kind of fucked.
Yeah, I mean, that's what leprosy does. It rots. You're like a walking corpse, and you just fucking rotting away. You know.
Is Derrick Rose down there?
Derrick Rose? I don't know. I think he's on the Pistons. I don't think they made it.
I mean, I just feel, you know, Derrick Rose, he'd get the leprosy if he was there. That motherfucker ain't got no life.
Anyway. Moving on. I got another NBA story here. This one's also a little bit silly. So when they restart the season down there, the league is giving the players the option to replace the name on the back of their jerseys with social justice statements. So let me get this straight. If I'm reading this article correct, you know, they're playing in front of no fans. In fucking Orlando, they got a bunch of rule changes that no one asked for. The boss doesn't give a shit, you know, if any of the players are getting sick, but at least they get to put a goddamn slogan on the back of their jersey.
That sounds like the XFL.
That's right. You know, that's exactly where I was going with this. It sounds like the fucking XFL, except instead of "he hate me," it's going to say, you know, the police hate me. And instead of the players being, you know, working men who might actually have a gripe or two, you know, it's LeBron James worth $500 million, you know, trying to tell everybody America's holding them down.
Hold on, you say $500 million?
Yeah, you know, something like that. I don't know. I'm not his accountant. You know, I can tell you for a fact, though, he ain't poor. I mean, right. Let me ask you this. How much did they pay you, you know, when you were playing over in China?
I'm playing China, man. It was Singapore.
Same difference. You know, China, Singapore. I mean, how much did you make when you were over there in Singapore?
I don't know, like 60 grand.
60 grand? You know, that's not that bad. You know, I mean, I've dropped that at a fucking craps table. But, I mean, you can live off of 60.
Well, you know, it was Singapore dollars, though. You know, it's not the same as an American.
Well, hey, how much for, like, a nice girl over there? You know, like the hot dog girl.
I don't know, Vinny. You can.
How much for an 8-ball?
Vinny, in Singapore, they'll fucking throw you in prison for a joint over there, man. You can't be talking about 8-ball. I mean, you can't be doing that on YouTube anyway.
What's the point, baby? Jesus. Shit, yeah, you know, if I were Ray Robinson, if I were you, I would have gone to Mexico. I mean, you bring 60 grand to Tijuana, you'll be dead before you can spend half of it. Anyway, where were we? How much time we got left?
Well, you know what, Vinny? We don't got that much time left. We got to wrap it up.
Wrap it up? I still got half a dozen stories over here. You know, I got stuff about your boy Kaepernick. I got stuff about porno. I got some more of this racism bullshit. But, of course, I've got the MLB preview. I mean, I was worried that we didn't have enough to talk about, but, you know, what do you know? Here we are.
That's because you talk too much, man. You talking about fucking hookers and blow and fucking gangbangs and shit. Man, none of that's in the show prep. You sound like a fucking psychopath.
Hey, maybe I'm too Vegas for him, Ray.
Too much an asshole. You know, I'll give him that.
Look, either way, let's just do it. Let's get to the big finish of the evening. Play my music. Play my baseball music.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. It's time to root Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you out at the old ball game.
What the fuck was that song, Vinny?
Hey, that was the Mongoloid National Anthem.
Man,
Anyway, let's get to it. You know, this is what everybody's been waiting for the last half hour of the show. It's the Vegas Victories 2020 Major League Baseball preview with a stone cold lock of the summer from yours truly, the king of Las Vegas. So we've got a real unique situation this year with the season. I mean, with all the virus bullshit going on, and then the labor disputes, the pathetic, scaredy cat fucking players. I mean, for a while I didn't even think we were gonna have a season. But money talks, the bullshit walks, and all 30 teams will be suiting up. It's actually going to be in about 2.5 weeks. They're going to play a 2-month 60-game regular season. Now, it's going to be a little different. Frankly, it's going to be a lot different than a normal season. I mean, for one, you got 102 fewer games, but there's not going to be any cross-country travel. Each team is going to just play 40 games in division, and then they're going to play 20 interleague games against the opposite division. So they're pretty much going to stick to the same region. If you're in the National League East, you're also going to play the AL East. So you're still going to get your Subway Series, your Cubs, White Sox, your Bay Bridge Series. But if you want to see the Yankees play the Dodgers, or Houston versus Boston or something like that, that's got to happen in October, baby. And there's also not going to be a lot of time off. They're cramming as much baseball as they can into a very short time frame here. So unless you're the man who knows all, unless you're the founder of 1-900-V4 Vegas, call now, $5.99 per minute, this is not going to be an easy season to predict. But luckily for you, I'm feeling charitable this evening. So I'm going to give you the final four, I guess you could say. In honor of the tournament, they fucking canceled on us this year. But first, as a special little bonus for you, Ray Robinson, tell him something. Who's going to win the World Series, baby? I'm going to pick Minnesota. Minnesota, Ray. I mean, I don't even think you're smoking grass anymore. I think you're smoking crack. Are you picking the fucking Twins? Yeah, man. They're gonna win for George Floyd. He didn't really strike me as a big Minnesota Twins fan, Ray. But if that's your pick, that's your pick. Man, 16-1 odds, Vinny. Look it up. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I'm pulling up the odds right here. 16-1 odds. So that means you lay down $1,000, you make a cool 16 grand. I mean, honestly, Ray, I could actually kind of see it. The more I think about it, I mean, it's a short season. So you don't need as much talent. The Twins, they only play in the Central. The Central's a weak fucking division, whether you're talking AL or NL. It's actually a pretty clever pick. I mean, you're going to go place a bet on Minnesota? I already did, Vinny. Hey, I like it. A gambler. I love it, baby. But the only problem is, what's going to happen if they win?
What you mean?
Well, I mean, Minneapolis, they can't have another riot. There's nothing left to burn, baby.
Come on, man. Jesus. That's too soon, man.
Hey, it's always too soon with you people. Anyway, now that you've heard from that amateur, it's time for the professional, the expert, baby, and that's Vinny fucking V. So when it comes to winning a pennant in a year like 2020, it doesn't matter who has the best pitching staff. It doesn't matter who's got the best lineup. It doesn't matter who has the deepest rotation. None of that shit matters. It comes down to one thing and one thing only, baby. You want to know what it is? It comes down to who's got the biggest goddamn nutsack. I mean, you want to win this year. You want to win this year. You got to pull out all the stops. You know, and there's only one club that I know will do absolutely whatever it fucking takes to take home that trophy. But we'll get to them in a minute. First, let's talk about American League runner-up. And probably, if you ask me, I'd say this team has the second biggest set of testicles in baseball today. Vinny, you gotta stop talking about nuts, man. You sound like a fucking pervert. Shut up, Ray Ray. I've got the floor. You can go. You can just go ahead and turn off your mic. You know, I'm gonna fucking talk for a minute here. So anyway, the American League runner-up. I'm surprised my partner over there didn't pick him because it's the Tampa Bay Rays, baby. I mean, you know, I was actually tempted. I was so tempted to pick Tampa to go all the way this year because they're so creative. You know, they're deep, but they're just crafty. You know, baby, I just couldn't pull the trigger, though. They're not quite there, but it's still not a bad bet. I mean, you don't mind if you don't mind a risk, you know, high risk, high reward. You get 18-1 odds with Tampa. So at the very least, you know, pick them to win the AL East. Everybody's on the Yankees bandwagon. Everybody's chasing the goddamn Red Sox again. I think Tampa Bay is going to surprise some people out there in 2020. Now, over to the senior circuit. My pick for the National League runner-up. Coming off a really disappointing campaign last year, but due to make some major waves and owners of a few of the biggest scrotums in the whole United States, forget about baseball, one of my favorite towns, one of my favorite fan bases out there, the Philadelphia Phillies, baby. The Phillies? Man, how you feel? I thought I told you to turn off your microphone, Ray Ray. I'm just how you figure the Phillies? I'm gonna tell you. I don't need a prompt. So anyway, you know, I mean, I'm not even gonna get into what they're gonna do on the diamond. You know what the people of Philadelphia will do to fucking Bryce Harper? Well, you know what they'll do to Joe Girardi if they shit the bed again this year? I mean, we could be talking a prison rape situation. I mean, do I need to say more? Man, I don't. Vinny, you really need to stop talking about all this fucked up shit, man. Look, I've got the floor. So anyway, 20-1 odds, Ray Ray, for the Phillies. I mean, you got to bet big to win big. You got to bet with balls to win some fucking money. You know, you're not going to make any money betting on the horse everybody's picking. So I'm taking Philadelphia. Philadelphia to be the National League runner-up. It could be the year. It could. But anyway, forget about the Rays. Forget about the Phillies. I mean, it's not 2008, baby. You know, you didn't sit through this fucking broadcast to hear about second place. You want to know who's going to win the whole fucking salami. And I'll tell you right now, everybody's saying, you're probably out there already saying, I know he's going to pick the Yankees. I know he's going to pick the Dodgers. Well, Vinny V is not going to pick the Yankees. Vinny V's not going to pick the Dodgers. In fact, I'm going to go as far as to say, fuck New York and fuck Los Angeles. Nobody in either one of those towns is built to survive in 2020. They don't have the fucking balls. You know, that's why you got players sitting out of the season, at Los Angeles. You know, that's why you see them online. You know, they're bitching about playing a kid's game. I mean, I'm telling you right now, and you can mark my words. You can write this down. There will not be a team out in New York City. So, not that I have to say it, but fuck the Mets too. And this is the bold statement, because a lot of people think the Angels could do something this year. I'm even hearing some people talk about the A's. The entire state of California is going to miss the playoffs. And you can take that to the fucking bank. Damn, Vinny, that is kind of bold. Yeah, that's right. I'm a bold man. So my pick... And we're getting to the pennant winners now. My pick to come up just a little bit short, to win the pennant, but to lose in the World Series is the Milwaukee Brewers. The fucking Brewers. Yeah, you trying to give me shit from Minnesota. Man, I thought you was trying to say, shut up. Just shut up. Just let me talk. The Brew Crew the Brew Crew, they're looking good. They're back to their old school look. You think Robin Yount's gonna come out there? They got a lot of different weapons. They got my man Ryan Braun. He's back. He's ready to rock the NL. They got a designated hitter this year, so that's perfect. I really think that Milwaukee's gonna take advantage. I mean, they got a weak schedule, playing all those teams in the Central. I think they're going to shock the world. They're going to win the National League. And you know what? They got 35-1 odds, baby. 35-1. I mean, I take $100. $100. And I mean, what am I going to miss? $100? Fuck, I won my ass with $100. But I'll take $100 and I'll lay it on the Brewers to win the whole thing. $3,500. Baby, I mean, but you want to talk about Minnesota? You're an idiot. Anyway, and just let me talk here. Now, for the big pick, this is a stone cold lock of the summer. I will guarantee this team will win their division, and I think they're a can't miss pick. I'm not quite ready to guarantee it, but I think it's as close to a guarantee as you can get. To go to the series, to take it home again. This is the team, and I'm just going to say it, they got the biggest motherfucking castanets in the West. It's the Houston goddamn Astros. Come on, Vinny. Now you talk about Houston. Everybody hates you. Yeah, they hate the Astros. They hate the Astros because they're winners, Ray Ray. Houston is a team that will do whatever it takes to win. Ask yourself, will they lie? Yeah, yes, they will. They will. Will they steal? Hell yeah. Will they cheat? Yeah, man. So they'll cheat. They'll claw their way to victory. And I mean, they got a better lineup. They got great pitching. Even with losing Cole, but they will do whatever it fucking takes. And that's what it comes to. In this entire show, I'm gonna name this episode "Big Brass Testicles," baby. Big brass hairy fucking testicles, because I mean Houston's got them. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm giving them some ideas. I know they listen. I know that when Vinny V speaks, people listen. I wouldn't be surprised if Houston hooks up with the Chinese government. The CCP. They could get their hands on some primo coronavirus. They could smear it all over the visitors' locker room. That is that's ridiculous. No, I'm just saying. Don't be surprised. If you see some random Chinaman, hawking a loogie on Aaron Judge at the airport. I bet the Astros, they already got they got some COVID-infected Chinese prostitutes. I bet they're already en route to Los Angeles, en route to D.C. as we speak. I don't even know what to fucking say. The whole show, all you want to talk about, prostitute, you want to talk about testicle, you want to talk about smoking crack. What the fuck's wrong with you? Hey, all I'm saying, Ray Ray, just like Al Davis, for our Las Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Just win. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think we went a little bit over, so you're welcome. But that's our show, episode 1 of Vegas Victories with Vinny V and my man Ray Ray, who has already left the booth again. But, what can you do? What can you do about that? So, hey, maybe I'll see you next week. Maybe not. But either way, make sure you continue to tune in every Monday night at 4 o'clock Pacific on this channel for your usual War On Morons. But in the meantime, I'll see you when I see you, baby.